Computer Money Talk back at you with another video, and this is day 6 of my road trip. So in case you haven't been following my mini-series, I've pretty much been on a road trip since Thursday. And this is day 6, so I'm back home. You know I had to go home at some point. So how was it? Did I enjoy going on the road trip? I mean, it was good. I actually enjoyed doing the road trip. I never really drove that far in my life. So I pretty much just wanted to get out of Florida for a little bit, because I've pretty much been stuck in Florida for like years. So it was time to get a little bit of change. So I decided to just go on a trip. I wanted to bring my friend with me, but he finally got back with me a couple days ago. He told me that he had to work. I don't know why he couldn't just send me a text saying yes, he had to work. I'm telling you, people are weird sometimes. But it was all good. But I do suggest if you go on road trips that long, I do suggest bringing a partner with you, because it does get exhausting driving that far. Because I knew from like Oklahoma to Colorado, I knew the drive was the place I wanted to go was going to be like 11 hours. So when I was going to like Florida to like Louisiana, I was pretty much seeing, wonder how I would do driving like 12 hours. And let me tell you, I was actually pretty exhausted driving that far. So at some point I had to stop at a hotel, and that was day 1. Day 2, I drove to Oklahoma, but I also had to drive through Texas to get to Oklahoma. Let me tell you something about Texas. Dallas, Texas, when I was on that highway. That was the scariest highway I ever been on. There was literally 5 lanes in Dallas, Texas. I know some of y'all that live in Dallas, Texas, y'all like, you're right, Kent. It does have that much. I mean, it was crazy. I would hate to live there. Almost gave you anxiety driving that road. But other than that, most of the trip was pretty good. Maybe next time I'll probably try to fix like the GPS to where I could avoid driving through Dallas, Texas. Because I really did not like driving there. That's the only thing I didn't like. The rest of the trip was good. Oklahoma, I actually like driving Oklahoma more than I like driving Florida. You know why? There's not that many people, less traffic, way less traffic. I mean, it's like a rural area. So I actually did like driving Oklahoma more than I like driving, say, Jacksonville. Jacksonville is horrible. But Jacksonville compared to Dallas, it's actually easy traffic compared to Dallas. I'm just going to tell you that. If you live in Florida, especially Jacksonville, Florida. I never drove in Miami, so I don't quite know what that's like. Obviously, I've been there, but I never actually did the driving in Miami. So I don't know what the highway's like, but in Jacksonville, it's pretty rough. But Dallas, Texas, it made driving in Jacksonville look easy. But besides Dallas, most of the trip was actually pretty good. So I spent like 2 nights in Oklahoma. I drove up one of the mountains in Oklahoma, and I even did a video which will be coming out this Saturday. Yeah, I never thought I would actually drive up a mountain. I finally did it. So it was scary and exciting at the same time. But when I was in Oklahoma, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna drive to Colorado. I'm just gonna stay here for a couple nights. Then I'm gonna go back home. So that's basically what I told myself. If my friend would have came with me, I think I would have probably went for that trip to Colorado. I might have went for it because there would have been two of us, which means I would not have to drive like 11, 12 hours. However long would it take me to get there? Me and him could have switched back and forth. So one of us just not driving the whole time. I think videos would have been fun too if he would have came with me. I honestly think it would have been fun doing videos with him in the car. I could have finally got those 2 interviews I've been trying to get him in my video. There's one interview I wanted to talk to him about in the Right Sports channel. Then there's another one, because he's like a truck driver. I want to interview him about that job on this channel, but I haven't been able to get to him about that. Last time I hung out with him, he said he wasn't up doing a video, which is a bummer. But when he was on that road trip, me right there with him, that would have been a good opportunity. So how expensive was this trip? Actually saved like a little bit of money on renting the car because I came back like 3 days early, because originally it was like, I think it was like $470 originally. But because I came back a couple days early, I got a discount on the car rental, which is good. I'm glad I got a discount. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm using my tablet for this video because my phone's like pretty full. It's not letting me do long videos. Guess I had to clean it out. So in another video, I'll probably go over how much my trip actually cost. So I'm gonna have to go back and look. I wanted to keep like my gas receipts, but most of the gas stations I went to, they wanted me to go inside to get the receipt, and I didn't feel like doing that. So most of the receipts I didn't keep. I think there was only like 2 gas stations that actually gave the receipt from the outside. I don't know why that is. And if you see my YouTube short video, I was pretty much telling you how cheap the gas. I was showing how cheap the gas was in Oklahoma. Then I was showing you, I think it was like yesterday, I saw that Louisiana had a gas price under $3. I was pretty surprised about that. So I showed that. I was hoping to come home with that cheap gas price, but of course, I came home, gas is like $3.36. I mean, it's a little cheaper than when I left. When I left on Thursday, it was like $3.41. Now it's $3.36. So it's like 5 cents cheaper. And I did use the Upside app. I used that app on like almost every gas station I've been to. I think there was only like 2 gas stations where I didn't use it. But every other gas station, I pretty much used that app. So I will go over how much I actually saved with the gas using that app. I will go over that in the future video, hopefully. So some of y'all been wanting to go on a trip for quite a while, but y'all never go because y'all's like, nah, it's too expensive, I'm not gonna do it. I mean, you really don't have to make a lot of money to go on a trip. You really don't. I basically use the money I made from Uber Eats. I use like 25% of the money from Uber Eats to save for this trip. So I pretty much had like a budget of $800. I probably went over that, but we will see how much it was. I mean, if I did, I'm pretty sure it's not a lot, but we are going to find out. I did use Uber Eats a couple times when I was out on my trip. I think it was like when I was in Oklahoma, I used Uber Eats. I was trying to see if they had pizza time, because I remember when I was a kid, I used to like that pizza. I was looking for it on Uber Eats. I couldn't find it, so I just ordered some Chinese food. I want to see the guy would actually come into the hotel, come and knock on my door. I'm like, okay, if he does that, I'll give him a $10 tip. But I had to go outside, so I still gave him a tip, but it was lower, it was like $4. That other hotel, the one I was complaining about, OYO, I ordered like something from Popeyes, some chicken. And the guy did come to my door. I gave him like a $5 tip. Yeah, it was $5. So it was pretty good. It was all good. The trip for the most part. I took some pictures also. And by the way, you do not need an expensive bag. I basically use this bag that I have. I think I had this since like what, 2014? Yeah, 2014. That's how long I had this bag. So I pretty much use this for traveling. Plus I use this bag too for traveling. And of course I use it for riding my bike. So sometimes I don't be wanting my wallet or my cell phone fall out of my pocket when I ride my bike. So I put the stuff in here so it don't fall out. So if you're out there, you just been wanting to go on a trip for a while, but you just think to yourself, man, I'm too poor. I live with my parents. Hey, if you live with your parents, it means you can save money easier though, if you live with your parents. I say go for it. Even if you live with your parents, I say go for it if you want to go on a trip. You just got to plan things out. You don't want to overspend all that. Oh yeah, there's like one hotel. Oh yeah, that's OYO Hotel. The one I complained about. They're supposed to have internet service, but they did not have no internet service. So if you're seeing that, they have internet service in the hotel, sometimes not right. Sometimes they will scam you for that. Because I actually did like that they had internet service because, you know, I go online quite a bit. But I was surprised when I couldn't get online. I will never go to that hotel ever again. I'm not going to go to a one-star hotel at all. From now on, when I'm thinking about going to a hotel, I'm just going to see the reviews. See what other people say about the hotel. See what their complaints were. If there's like a lot of complaints, I'm not going to that hotel. But there's a lot of people saying how good the hotel was. Yes, I'll go to it. So today marks the end of the road trip. I finally came back. And yes, I did enjoy it. It was pretty fun. It was actually pretty peaceful being in Oklahoma. There's like no drama there at all. I think it's a good place to retire. I mean, it's different from what I remember it. It seemed like there was more people there when I was a kid, but man, I'm just remembering things different. Sometimes you should remember things different from when you're a kid. I went to like my old school, Solomon Village. I never thought I'd see that school again. So the trip was pretty interesting. And if you've been following my series, if you've been following me on the series, I really appreciate it if you follow me on the series. Because these videos, they were different from my usual videos. Usually I'm in this apartment talking about ways to save money, make money, but then I said, I'm going to go out there. I'm even going to do videos when I'm on this trip. That's what I told myself. And I did it. I don't regret going on this trip at all. Even though my friend didn't come with me, I don't regret doing it. Now, that place I want to go to in Colorado, I think I'm just going to take a plane there. I mean, my friend does come with me. I might go for it. But I think I'm just going to take a plane there if I ever decide to go to that place I was looking at going to. So even though I didn't go to that place in Colorado, I still enjoyed the trip. It was just nice being out of Florida for a little bit. I did make, there were like some, there was one state I drove right through it, through this one state. And I drove through 2 states because the car I was driving, it was like really good on gas. I filled up when I was like, I think it was like in Pensacola. And I drove through like Alabama, Mississippi. I did not have to go out at all to those states. Then I went to Louisiana. That's when I filled up again. Honestly, I made it one of my goals. Do not stop in Mississippi. There's a reason for that, but I'm not going in this video. I just refuse to stop in Mississippi. I didn't stop on going or coming, which is good. I did stop in Alabama going back. So if you did enjoy this series, give me a thumbs up. Feel free to leave comments. It really does help me with the YouTube algorithm. But with that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.